Welcome to Fractured Chaos.
You ever get promoted and immediately regret it? No, not because the job was hard, not because the hours were long, but because the moment your name hit that announcement email, someone decided to rewrite history and cast you as the villain in a story they started writing months ago? Yeah, that's how I found out success has a price, and in my case, her name was Kendra. It started innocently enough. New hire, business development associate. Walked in with red-bottom heels, a degree from NYU, and the kind of confidence you only get from knowing you've never heard no in your life. At first, she was just friendly. Flirty, sure, but it was office safe. Compliments, laughs, brushing past you just a little too close in the break room. I wasn't born yesterday. I kept it professional. But everyone else? They ate it up like free pizza on a Friday. She knew how to charm every manager in the building, including the one I reported to. Suddenly, she's in meetings she wasn't invited to, taking credit for ideas that somehow sounded eerily familiar. Mine. But I didn't say anything, because I'm not stupid. The fastest way to lose credibility in a corporate setting? Be the guy who complains about a woman being too friendly. Good luck coming back from that career suicide note. Then things changed. One Friday afternoon, I stay late to finish a client proposal. Office is dead quiet, just the hum of fluorescent lights and the distant sound of someone's forgotten conference call playing on repeat in conference room B. I hear heels, hers, clicking down the hallway like a countdown timer. She shows up in the doorway holding 2 beers from the fridge in the break room. The good ones. The ones with the little lock on the mini fridge that nobody's supposed to have the code for. She sits across from me, swings her legs up on the table like she owns the place, and says, "Why haven't you made a move yet, Jackson?" I laugh it off. Nervous, uncomfortable. The kind of laugh you make when someone tells a joke at a funeral. I tell her, "Kendra, you're talented. You don't need to play like this." She just smirks, this slow, calculated thing, and says, "Guess I'll have to find another way to move up then." She finishes her beer, tosses the bottle in the trash with the casual precision of someone who's done this before, and leaves. That moment? That was the fuse being lit on a bomb I didn't even know existed. 2 weeks later, I get the promotion. Senior strategist, corner office, the whole 9 yards. She doesn't even congratulate me, just stares from across the room like I stole her lunch money in 3rd grade. Then Monday morning, HR calls. Complaint. Formal, hostile environment, unwelcome attention, power dynamic, the holy trinity of corporate destruction. They say they can't give details. Confidentiality, you understand. Just that it's serious and there'll be an investigation. My manager won't look me in the eye. One guy who used to joke with me at the printer won't even stand next to me now. I'm like corporate radioactive waste. I check my calendar. Kendra had blocked off an hour that Friday for one-on-one mentorship. I never accepted, but it's still there, just sitting, like bait in a trap I never saw coming. I'm not allowed to talk to her, or anyone on her team, or apparently anyone who's ever been in the same room as her. So I do something I probably shouldn't have. I log into our shared project management system. We all use it, even interns, and I check the version history of one of my older proposals. She downloaded it, re-uploaded it, slapped her name on the cover page, and sent it to leadership 2 days before the promotion decision. Because apparently while I was busy being professional, she was busy being strategic. And now I'm the one under review? I take screenshots. Metadata, timestamps, digital breadcrumbs. I even find an email she forwarded with my comments still in the body, my name literally in the edit history like a smoking gun she forgot to wipe clean. I print them. Not email, not digital. Hard copy, old school. Because suddenly I don't trust anyone. Not the servers, not the cloud, not even my own computer. Next day, I walk into HR and slide the packet across the table like I'm delivering state secrets. The rep doesn't even blink. She looks at it like I just handed her a grocery list. She says, "We'll add it to the file," just like that. No apology, no reaction. Like I just submitted a lunch order. I ask, "So what happens next?" She leans back in her chair, one of those ergonomic things that probably costs more than my car payment, and says, "We don't determine truth, Jackson. We determine liability." And that's when I knew I was never going to clear my name, because it was never about truth. It was about control, optics, damage control. The corporate equivalent of sweeping dirt under a rug and pretending the floor was always clean. Here's the twist, though. I get a call that night from a blocked number. It's Angela. She's on Kendra's team. Quiet. Keeps to herself. The kind of person who eats lunch at her desk and never speaks up in meetings. She says, "I think you should know, Kendra's been bragging." She said, "If Jackson won't play nice, I'll burn his whole house down and get promoted off the ashes." Apparently, subtlety wasn't in her MBA curriculum. Angela's got texts, voice notes, even a screen recording of Kendra mocking the HR process on a FaceTime call, complete with dramatic reenactments of her traumatic workplace experience. I ask her why she's helping me. She says, because she did the same thing at her last company, got a manager fired, bragged about it on TikTok before deleting the video, called it leveling up through strategic disruption. Strategic disruption. That's what we're calling it now. Next morning, I walk into the CEO's office unannounced. No calendar invite, no knock, no appointment, just walked in like I still had something to lose, which, let's be honest, I didn't. Security didn't stop me. Probably because I still looked like someone who belonged there. Amazing what a suit and confidence can do. I put a sealed envelope of evidence on his desk. The real stuff. The timestamps, the stolen work, the recorded confessions, the whole beautiful, damning collection. I say, "I don't care if you fire me, but if you keep protecting her, you'll have a lawsuit on your hands so fast, your legal team won't have time to update their LinkedIn profiles." He flips through it. Silent. Reading. The only sound is the expensive clock on his wall, the one that probably cost more than most people's cars, ticking away the seconds of my career. 3 days later, she's resigned, effective immediately. No goodbye party, no farewell email, no LinkedIn post about pursuing new opportunities. Just gone, like she never existed. Turns out I wasn't the first. Just the first to fight back with receipts. HR never apologized. Of course not. That would imply they did something wrong, and corporations don't apologize. They acknowledge areas for improvement in their processes. They gave me a restorative session with a third-party consultant, some woman with a psychology degree and a PowerPoint about workplace harmony, offered me a 2-week paid leave, told me I was admirably resilient. Translation: "We're sorry you caught us. Here's some money. Please don't sue." Whatever. I took the time. Used it to rewrite my resume, landed a role at a rival firm. More money, more autonomy, better coffee. No Kendra. But every now and then, I think about that night in the office. The beer, the smirk, the casual way she announced her intention to destroy my career like she was commenting on the weather. And I wonder how many other Kendras are out there, flirting their way up, taking down anyone who doesn't play along, using the very systems designed to protect people as weapons against the people they're supposed to protect. It's like jujitsu, but with HR policies. The funny thing is, they promoted someone to fill her position within a week. Some guy from accounting. Nice enough. Probably won't try to seduce anyone or steal their work. Low bar, I know. But these days, that's progress. They still have my old chair, though. Still empty. Like the office remembers what they did, even if no one else wants to talk about it. Sometimes I drive by the building, not because I miss it, but because I like to remind myself that I survived something that was designed to destroy me. And you know what? That's worth more than any promotion they could have given me, even if it took me 6 months to stop checking my rearview mirror for red bottom heels. Old habits die hard. But Kendras? They just move on to the next target, the next company, the next Jackson. And the cycle continues. Welcome to corporate America, where the real game isn't about who works the hardest. It's about who's willing to play the dirtiest and still sleep at night.